We are going to begin the funeral service. Gloria Laner. If you have a cell phone, I'd ask you kindly to place it in the silent mode or turn it completely off. I'd also like to welcome anybody via live stream on behalf of the family. Thank you for attending. Services will be conducted by Cantor Laurie Akers, Congregation Or Shalom in Vernon Hills.
Good morning, Baruchim Habaim. I want to extend a welcome as well to those of you who are here in person, as well as those of you who are joining us via stream. I'm glad that we are able to join here together and that the weather has held up as well for us this morning. So we have joined here this morning to celebrate the life of Gloria Laner and to join our hearts together to give comfort to those who knew and loved her. Memory is a faculty which enables us to make the past present and to keep alive these moments that we experience throughout the years that we were privileged to share with Gloria. To all who mourn her loss, I will offer these opening words. May you find comfort. May you find comfort. May you find comfort in love. Hamakom yinachem lechem בתוך שבלי ציון וירושלים המקום ינחם אתכם בתוך שבלי ציון וירושלים. May you find comfort. May you find comfort. May you find comfort in love. So we'll now turn together to the first page in our pamphlet, and we will recite the words of Psalm 23 together. These Psalms link Gloria's life with the tradition of the people of Israel and the eternity of God. So we join together. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil, my cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. I'm now going to call upon Ken to share some words in honor of Gloria's memory.
Gloria Ann Laner, aka Glowworm, was born 12/20/1937. She would have been 85 this December. Although given longer life expectancy, I still feel that making it past 80 is a good run. I may not feel that way at 79. My earliest memories of Gloria were having family dinners at Jack and Esther's apartment at 3430 Lakeshore Drive, just a couple blocks from where Alex lives now. I recall Gloria playing the piano, and for some reason I have a memory of the song Moon River. As a young adult, Gloria was athletic. She liked volleyball and competed in judo. She attained the level of brown belt, which is one step below the black belt. She always talked about those days with fond memories, like it was yesterday. I know it's hard to picture Glowworm throwing somebody across the room, but we were all young at one point. Gloria spent her career as an executive secretary for a vice president of a company called Barton Brands. They imported liquor. She worked there for 20 years, and she was laid off during restructuring. During this time, she would save all her money to take one big vacation a year to Honolulu. Gloria was a creature of habit, so she stayed at the same place and went back every year. After a year or two, everybody at the hotel knew her and greeted her by name, and she really enjoyed those trips and has many strands of puka shells and beaded jewelry to show for it. In her younger days, she did extensive travels around Europe and Asia as well, which was kind of unique for a single woman at that time, traveling around the world by herself. After the corporate life, Gloria got a job through a temp agency checking people in at trade shows. Many times they had her working the international section as she spoke Spanish and Portuguese. She really enjoyed this job, especially because she could walk the show afterwards and see all the new and exciting products, and of course collect all the free candy and other giveaways at the show. As the kids will remember, when Gloria came for the holidays, she would dump all these goodies out, and it was like a feeding frenzy, like another Halloween, with all the kids fighting over the foam globes and things like that. Gloria loved cruising. After Grandma Esther died, Jack and Gloria would go on 2 back-to-back cruises lasting 30 days. They loved it. They would feel very special sitting at the captain's table, and each year the crew, of course, would remember them because they went on the same cruise every year. Gloria loved to dance, and on these cruises they have male escorts that would dance with the unencumbered females. After Jack died, Gloria continued to go on these cruises for several years and still really enjoyed them. Gloria never complained, never about her health or aches or pains or anything. She would always just tell strangers about how proud she was of us, and she really did enjoy all those trips and meeting new people and many places around the world. But her family being really the most thing that she was the most proud of. She didn't cook a lot, but Gloria made her famous haroset and matzah lasagna for Passover. I'm glad I have these recipes so we can enjoy these and honor her memory each year. Lastly, I want to acknowledge the whole family for being there for Gloria. When she lived downtown, many of us took turns driving her and picking her up so we could all be together in the suburbs for the holidays. But I especially want to recognize the extra love and support that Lynn provided during her days at Belmont Village. In addition to weekly visits to check on her and get rid of the creamers and napkins that she accumulated, Lynn was there for Gloria, celebrating all the holidays and other celebrations for families. We're also thankful that Lynn was so close and had the time to provide all the love and support needed in these last 7 years. We'll miss you, Gloria. Rest in peace.
Thank you, Ken, for your really beautiful and heartfelt words. And I do have to say that when we spoke as a family yesterday, I didn't realize you actually had the recipe to the charoset and the matzah lasagna, or I would have asked you for that. So when we met yesterday, There was a theme that consistently surfaced through our conversation, and that was that Gloria lived life on her own terms. And although it might have seemed to some that Gloria's life was encapsulated by a less traditional trajectory, Gloria cultivated a relationship with the world around her that was unique and substantial in its own right. Gloria was a woman who lived in a way that she wanted to, at a time when women living on their own terms was rare. Although she often kept to herself while at home, she saw the world around her with great expanse. She viewed the world with a colorful palette, which is represented here today. And although I'd like to say that she saw the world through rose-colored glasses, apparently she saw the world through cat glasses. Gloria had a passion for travel and an affinity for various languages that served as her personal source of love and fulfillment. As a young girl, as Ken shared, she loved piano, judo, volleyball, and from a young age, she was deeply dedicated to her parents, Jack and Esther. Her passion for languages began at a young age, influencing her decision to become a Spanish major at the University of Illinois. When she eventually took a position as an executive assistant at a liquor distribution company, that was followed by trade show work, and as a great lover of trinkets, as was mentioned, I can't imagine a better industry for her. Anyone who knew Gloria knew that travel was a substantial part of her life. And although she was a regular cruise goer, unlike most people that go on cruises, she liked to take advantage of mostly on-ship activities, trying to seek out cruises that had the least amount of ports and destinations, as she preferred to stay on the ship. She was a meticulous note-taker, documenting the happenings of her day with incredible consistency. She loved trivia and crossword puzzles and telling jokes. She had a deep connection to Judaism and regularly attended High Holy Day services. And more importantly, she made this fierce charoset and matzah lasagna. And as a Cantor, although I do place high value on High Holy Day services, there's really nothing as sacred as delicious charoset. Although she wasn't necessarily warm and fuzzy, she showed her care of others in an array of interesting ways, in particular with her affinity for picking out the best birthday cards, even when sending the same birthday card for several years in a row. Although she didn't speak to family on a regular basis, during the occasions that would call upon these long drives from the city to the suburbs, she would share an arsenal of thoughts and anecdotes about her life. And today, as we recall these memories of Gloria through our reflections, and we recognize that there will be a void in all of our lives, we also affirm that her passing does not mean her end. Her memory will continue to live on in our minds and our hearts. And when you find yourselves in those moments when you are living life on your own terms, which doesn't happen all the time, it's a blessing, may you look to Gloria's memory with gratitude and blessing. May the memory of Gloria Laner be a blessing to all who knew and loved her. And let us say, Amen. So we'll now rise together for those of you who are seated. And we are going to engage in the prayer El Malei Rachamim. There is an English translation on the first page below the 23rd Psalm. I'm going to chant it in Hebrew, but we'll have that translation so we can follow along with the sentiment, which essentially says that we want to grant peace while she rests. El Mari Rachamim Shochein Bamromim Hanseim Ruchain Chana Al Hanfi Hashkina Bama'alot Kedushim Utorim Kizohar Harakia Mazahirim Et Nishmat Gloria Laner Shehacha Leolama Archamim Yasirecha b'seiter kinafav leolamim Bitror Haimet nishmata Adonai Unacharata Vitanuach Bishalom Armishkava Vinomar. We'll say amen together. Amen. God, full of mercy, who dwells in the heights, provide a peaceful rest to the soul of Gloria Laner. May her soul be bound up in the bond of everlasting life, and may she rest in peace. Amen. And you may be seated for a moment. So Gloria has recently left this world, and it was only very recently when there were so many ways through which we could show kindness. But now she has no earthly needs. And so what we can do for her now is to perform this mitzvah together by seeing that her body, the vessel of her soul, is honored with a proper burial, and by us all being by her side. So in Jewish tradition, it is a ritual for us to take the dirt from Israel, as well as dirt that we see here. We'll each take 3 shovels full. The first, many times we'll use the back of the shovel for the first, so that we can acknowledge that this is not a typical task that we are engaging in. And so I'm going to first call upon the immediate family, and we will take we're seated here, and we'll each take a small bit of dirt from the earth, and certainly be careful. And we'll take a small piece of dirt. So we can come up here. Okay, hold on a second. In a moment, we're going to gather to chant together the words of the mourner's Kaddish. Thank you so much, Blake, and thank you everybody for engaging in this mitzvah. We'll join together on the back page of our pamphlet together. When we read the Kaddish, we are reminded of all the ways in which we continue to live on and to continue to honor Gloria's legacy and our own lives in the way that we live each day. We join together. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei rabbah ba'alma divrach hirutei v'yamlich malchutei v'chayechon uvyomechon uv'chayei d'chol beit Yisrael ba'agala uv'zman kariv v'imeru amen. Yehi shemei rabbah mevarach le'alam u'almei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei d'kudesha b'rechu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata. Tushbechata v'nechamata. Da'amiran ba'alma v'imuru amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya. V'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imeru amen. Oseh shalom b'imromav. Hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imeru amen. Hamakom yinachem etchem b'toch shar arei Zion v'Yerushalayim. May God comfort all of the mourners who are here, all the mourners of Zion and Jerusalem. Thank everybody for joining here today, and may I offer comfort to all of you. And today we may continue to honor the beautiful legacy of Gloria Laner. Thank you.
This does conclude the service. Thank you.